This is the Creative Being Podcast, your regular dose of fun and honest conversations with creatives. For my next guest, I headed over to New York, as you do, to meet famous artist and doodler Jon Burgerman. His studio lies in the heart of Greenpoint, just across from Manhattan, full of his trademark style with goggly eyes and happy creatures looking at you from every corner. It was interesting to see where Jon works and where he often creates his funny videos for Instagram. I even got the chance to meet Bergsy, a friend and creature of his imagination who apparently distracts him from work. Jon has lived in the States for over a decade. He's originally from Birmingham and graduated in fine art from Nottingham Trent back in 2001. He's just released a new book too, so let's go straight to the interview and find out what he had to say. I'm here with my next guest, Jon Burgerman. Hello.
Hello.
Here in your wonderful Brooklyn studio.
Welcome to Greenpoint.
It's fantastic. I can't stop looking at all the art on the walls and everything.
That's very good. It's very distracting.
It is very distracting.
Distracted.
Yes.
So now you know how it feels to be me.
It's like I've stepped inside your brain.
A little bit, yeah. I guess I'm going to put this balloon down.
Yeah, stop playing with the balloon.
Sorry. It's very tempting. Yes, it's, welcome to the inside of my head.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of humour in here. A lot of colour.
A lot of colour, a lot of eyes looking back at you, silently judging. There's a lot of creatures, a lot of little mischievous things bouncing around. There's a lot of junk as well, a lot of cardboard.
It's a lovely space. I'm just looking at all the goggly eyes that are staring at me, and that's something that we have on Creative Beam as well. I'm just wondering if we were both inspired by each other, or that was just a happy coincidence.
I don't know. I think there's googly eyes everywhere, right? I mean, they're part of the fabric of our childhood and crafting and making things. And I used to love those furry little bugs. Remember those? They were like a little furry pom-pom.
Yeah.
With big flat feet and googly eyes stuck on them.
Yes.
I used to love those as a kid.
I did as well. You could stick them anywhere.
Yeah, because you could peel the bottom of the feet and then stick them to stuff. I never did that. And they would often have a ribbon or something attached to them, and it would be do you remember?
Yeah, of course I do.
You're looking at me like I'm in it.
No, I'm grinning at you like a grinning idiot because I'm sat in Jon Burgerman's studio in Brooklyn and asking him about his goggly eyes, and it's.
But I think that I forgot about those until about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it struck me when I started taking photographs of things and using the drawing tools on Instagram, and you could add eyes to stuff. Sorry about the clanking radiator.
What is that? Is that a radiator?
It's that's studio ambience.
It is. It's like we're in this very old building, and
someone is turning on the heat somewhere because it's a slightly drizzly.
It's quite cold in New York
February
today.
Day. It's not as cold as it should be though.
Yeah.
It should be a lot. There should be several feet of snow.
Right, okay.
So
I've been quite lucky then.
Yeah, lucky, unlucky.
Lucky, unlucky, exactly, which is what we've all been talking about this week.
It's crazy, yeah. Like, I keep meeting up with people and they're like, isn't the weather glorious? And you're like, it is, but should we really be enjoying it?
Should we not be, worried?
It should be alarming that a few days ago I was walking around without a jacket in February. Or late January in New York. That doesn't make sense. I've never known that before. Well, the last couple of years have been quite mild. Anyway, googly eyes. We
just did a whole British thing then, by the way. We just started talking about the weather. Yeah.
Well, it's not just, I think it's, yes, it is very much a British thing, but it's also, it's very much a global thing.
Yeah, they talk about the weather a lot here in New York because it's a very changeable.
I mean, that's one of the good things about New York. It had distinct seasons, and it was really enjoyable that it'd be snowy in the winter and beautifully hot and sunny, or maybe a bit too hot in the summer. But it had distinct seasons, and the best two were obviously spring and autumn.
Yes.
Or fall, as Americans like to say. But now I'm a bit worried it's all going to mush into just being on fire.
Oh,
Everything's just going to be hot and sweaty, and it's a bit weird.
It's not great. I did get up quite early this morning to go for a jog up to Central Park and took a subway back down to 14th Street.
Oh yeah, very nice.
And it wasn't cold at all, so it was quite...
It's not right.
It's quite strange.
Right. I rely on this time of year to be very cold, so I don't have to go out so much and not feel guilty about it.
Oh yes, I do that as well.
So I need that, and now there's much less excuse. So FOMO is skyrocketing. So
it's frustrating, isn't it? Because when it's sunny outside and you just don't want to go outside, you just sit there and
it's
feel...
It's a waste, isn't it? It's terrible.
You feel awful.
And it's hard to say I can't come out to your event, because the subways have stopped because of the snow and stuff. I need that. I need that to reset, ease into the year.
Yes.
I don't often appear until like late March.
Would you call yourself a bit of an introvert then?
I think I am, really. I think if you were to only observe me through social media and stuff, you would probably have a different opinion. But I think, having lived with myself for quite a few years now and observed myself, I've come to realise, not dissimilar to a lot of people, I get a bit anxious about going to things, and I get a bit shy. And even if I've done that kind of stuff before, I still have a lot of trepidation and anxiety about it. And yeah, I am a bit of an introvert. I think I'm most comfortable in here.
Yes.
With the door shut and no phone calls, no meetings, no one coming by, and knowing that I've got a whole day or a whole few days of just being alone. And then I can make stuff and do stuff, and then I'm really happy.
And that's your heaven.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and then after a few days, then I could go a bit crazy. But I think that's when I'm most like just calm and within myself in a good way.
Yeah. And just mentioning social media before, yeah, it's true. When we watch you on your sort of Instagram stories, messing about, that paints a different picture, doesn't it?
They're cries for help.
Should we literally send somebody to
Please, desperately. Because that's the problem of being a bit of an introvert or being quite anxious, is that as a human, I think you still need that interaction and you still need connection. There's no getting away from that. And but it's at conflict to what you really want as a person as well. You have this it pulls you back and forth. So
you need human company, but it's like wanting to sort of shut yourself away at the same time. I get that. It's
a conflict of interest. So I think some of that's but also being an introvert on social media doesn't really quite work, does it? You can't post a picture of a room where you're not in it or something.
A dark space.
Yeah, like that's not very engaging sort of content, is it? So I mean, that's it's a different thing. I think I'm okay. Like I used to, when I first moved here, I was in a band, and then we would perform, and that goes very much against the introvert's code. But I think I am capable of doing that for like an hour or so. Like this, I'm capable of doing this for like an hour or so. But then being very exhausted afterwards and not wanting to do it again for a few days.
That's definitely an introvert.
Yeah.
An introvert. I get that as well. I need to sort of retreat. I can go and do stuff. I can be very, social. People are always a bit surprised when I tell them I'm an introvert because I'm life and soul of the party. But yeah, I have to like go and recover and recharge my batteries.
Yeah, I think that's how it is. You can sort of burn brightly for a while. And then need to be put to bed.
Exactly.
And left alone for a week.
And nobody talk to me.
Yes, yeah.
So the humour as well. I mean, the amount of times you've made me chuckle when I've been on the tram in Manchester or seen something else that you were up to for a while. You were doing things with people's faces and adding the eyes onto pretty much everything now.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, so where's that sense of humour come from? Did you have what was your childhood like? Did you grow up in Nottingham, was it?
No, I grew up in Birmingham.
Birmingham?
That sounds more Liverpudlian than Brummie. I apologise to all the Brummies listening and the Liverpool. I apologise to everyone. I grew up in Birmingham, not in the centre of the UK. For those listening that might not be from the UK, slap bang in the middle, middle child. And
UK's second city.
That's right. A lot of living here in New York and meeting people for the first time, they ask, "Oh, where are you from?" And I tell them, they're like, "Oh, London." I'm like, "No, Birmingham." And they're like, "Oh," and they I'm like, "Have you been there? Have you heard of it?" And they often haven't. I'm like, "It's the second city. It's
Yeah.
London. Then in second place, it's me. It's Birmingham. And they kind of like, nope. So it's, it's a kind of underperforming sort of giant, I think, on a global level. People, although Peaky Blinders has helped a great deal in sort of...
It really has put it on the map, hasn't it?
Yeah. And then I studied in Nottingham, and that's easier because you can just say Robin Hood. And depending on your age, you might say Kevin Costner or the other guy, the angry...
I'm trying to think.
What's his name? Oh, I've forgotten. The Gladiator guy.
Oh, Russell Crowe.
Wasn't he? Was he in a more recent Robin Hood film?
I think he was, yes.
It didn't do so well, I think. Anyway.
Got good reviews, apparently, but
okay.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm a Midlander. I grew up there, and I left to study art in Nottingham at the end of the 90s. Why is... I don't know. I think my dad is a bit funny. We're a bit strange, like funny haha and funny strange at the same time. I'm not sure. I'm Jewish, so there's like a rich vein of Jewish comedy, I guess, that we grew up with, family, and also within entertainment things. I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, everyone's a bit funny, aren't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, not everyone, but
yeah, I don't know. I think my dad was always a bit of a gagster. Is that right? That's probably not right. And I think being you're just at school trying to be funny and avoid work and avoid being bullied and things leads one to being a bit funny and weird. And also leaning towards art as like sort of moving into adolescence where maybe that's not so cool to be drawing and making comics. Maybe that's the sort of realm of nerds and things. Before it was totally acceptable and good to be a nerd and a geek when that culture wasn't so embraced. So I think I had all that kind of stuff, and like humor was a way of getting people's affection and attention and things.
Yeah, humor's a wonderful thing. It can, I suppose when I look at Creative Boom and the kind of brand we've created there, lots of people kind of connect with it because of the funny, cute little eyes that move around. And I think it feels like there's a character there, and you've surrounded yourself with all these characters in this studio space. I mean, it's got to be something that comes from wanting to, make yourself happy and feel like you're surrounded by friends. Even this little character here with a balloon in his mouth.
Bergsy, yeah.
Bergsy.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about Bergsy?
Bergsy is a felt burger character. He's kind of like, it looks like he's wearing a lifesaver. Is that the right thing? Like a rubber ring?
I would say so.
A float that you might go swimming in, except it looks like a burger. Mm-hmm. And it's been expertly made by the Felt Mistress, a wonderful artist that I'm lucky to call my friend, Louise, who has made lots of felt characters for me over the years. Yeah. And she makes lots of her own work, and with her partner, make lots of characters. Anyway, she helped birth Bergsy into being. And if you look at his shoes, yes, he's even got a little Felt Mistress sort of, if you flip, they're on
beautiful.
the side, stitched on there. Anyway, he's a little character. He lives with me in this studio. It's quite expensive being in the studio. He was going to share the rent and sort of have half the space to him, but he's never paid me a penny. And
he's not pulling his weight.
Not at all. And he was meant to help me out and stuff. He's not very good at Photoshop either. So
he just looks like he's quite happy sat there with the balloon in his mouth.
Well, I put the balloon in his mouth to keep him quiet.
Oh, I see.
He's a bit of a troublemaker, really.
What kind of things does he say?
Well, he doesn't... It's not so much what he says, it's what he does. And he just sort of interferes and knocks things over and pouts and...
Stops you from being productive.
Very much so. He sabotages my endeavours. That's why I'm not more successful, really.
It's all your fault.
If I'm on the phone, he'll try and distract me. And if I've got stuff to send, he'll like scribble over it. He's very unreliable.
Well,
but I love him dearly.
Look at him. He does look adorable.
I mean, that's the worst thing. Everyone prefers him to me. Everyone comes in and falls in love with him and thinks he's really great. But That's because he behaves in front of people.
Yeah, so you can't prove it. So that's just mischievous.
No, but that's why I've been putting these videos online to show what he's really like.
That's amazing.
So yeah, go on my Vimeo. You'll see some videos of him.
Okay, I'm going to have a look at that, and we'll put some links in after this episode when we go live. So why did you come to New York? You were originally here because you were in a band. Was that the reason you moved this way?
Well, the band was a hobby thing. No one was desperate for me to come here and live here permanently for the sake of the band, other than me and my bandmate Jim, who has since moved back to Berlin. So the band is no more. I moved here for fun. I was working well in the UK and traveling a lot, and I just thought, why not live somewhere else? I can kind of make my work anywhere.
Yeah.
I just need something to draw on, or a computer, or, I didn't physically need to be based anywhere for any real reason. And because I'd been traveling and working a lot for, the 10 years after I graduated, it just kind of, why be based anywhere? And I could have moved somewhere else in the UK. But in a very unusual, adventurous sort of moment, I decided I would try and move to New York, and I did. And then I moved here, and I thought, oh, now what? What am I going to do? And
reality caught up with you.
I guess so. I thought I'd come here and just relax a little, but New York is not the place to do that.
Right.
I'd like to say that I came here to retire, and it lasted about a week, and then I ran out of money. But I moved here with no real plan, nowhere to live. I got rid of all my possessions in Nottingham. I for the month or two before moving, I was taking all my records to the charity shop, and I had a long snaking queue of art students coming up to my flat, and I was giving them pens and paper and all stuff I wasn't going to bring with me.
Amazing.
So I got rid of that. All my old design magazines and things I gave out, and I just tried to get this kind of reset, I guess. And I moved here with a couple of suitcases, and I couch surfed.
Wow.
Although surfing sounds like more energetic than it really was. I couch slouched.
Yes.
and for a little while, and rented a room in a friend of a friend's apartment. And then that friend, she decided to move, and I took over the apartment.
Oh, great. Convenient.
Very, very convenient. And she said, I'm not going to take all my furniture and stuff. Would you want it? And I said, sure. And a bit like in a movie or something, I stepped into someone else's shoes, someone else's life. Suddenly I had an apartment full of someone else's stuff, and there I was living there. And I've been there nearly 10 years now.
Good grief.
I know.
In the same spot? Yeah,
which is, in New York terms, is quite unbelievable. Most of my friends move every other year,
right?
If they're lucky, or maybe every year. It's very difficult to hold on to an apartment. Especially where I live in Williamsburg, which has gone through rapid gentrification, probably due to the likes of people like me moving in.
Yeah, probably. It's probably your fault. It's probably this chap's fault.
Bergsy has definitely been part of that. He loves going to the coffee shops.
Does
and
he?
Wine bars and things, yeah.
Is this was Bergsy responsible for Glastonbury becoming really popular?
He watches it on the iPlayer.
Right.
He uses a little VPN and watches it.
Right, okay.
And is quite relieved not to be there, to be honest.
Because he doesn't like the mud and things like that.
There's too many people.
Too many people.
He's not very tall. He'll get trampled on if he's not careful.
Is he an introvert as well?
No, he's much more outgoing. But, he's not an idiot as well.
No.
Glastonbury's too busy for him, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he would go there if he was, performing on stage.
Right.
Or something.
And could be helicoptered in.
Yes.
And then whisked
he's
out
again.
He's
a bit of a diva, I guess.
I can imagine. Yeah. It's nice that you have this little alter ego here. Just
it's nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he watches that online sometimes. But and then I've stayed there for a while, and it's very good, and I like it a lot.
You spent your 30s there then. You've just recently turned 40.
That
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the best decade, apparently.
Is it? The last decade.
The best. Not the last.
Save the best till last, isn't it?
Oh, come on. We've got plenty of time left.
I don't know. I mean, it hasn't kind of sunk in, I guess.
Yeah.
I think when I moved to New York, I was just entering my 30s, and someone said to me, "This is the best place to be because you can be in your 30s and pretend you're still in your 20s."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, this is perfect."
Because never grow up.
You never grow up. It's a real people live a sort of Peter Pan life because you just, who enters their 30s and like, oh, I'm going to be in a band for the first time in my life. That's what you do when you're a teenager. And I've, totally avoided responsibility, and I've not started a family, don't live in my own house, all those kind of grown-up things you're meant to do. Don't have a proper job, don't really know what I'm doing with my life. I still very much live like a recent graduate.
But that sounds ideal. It doesn't sound like anything to be, ashamed of, I guess.
No, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed at all.
Because we're sold the kind of, you have to, buy the house, get married, have the children and all this. I think that's less so now for generations below us. But when I was in my sort of teens, it was kind of always expected that you'd go to university and then you'd
there is a path.
Get a job and...
But I think
I'm sure there's a song about that.
Yeah. If not, we'll write it. I think being an artist, though, sort of helps, avoid all that real stuff.
Yeah.
And
can you imagine yourself in a suit?
Not unless it's really colourful and has like drawings all over it.
Doodles everywhere.
Yeah. I don't think I could have a proper job, which is good and bad, I guess. I don't think I could I can't do it. I'm not fully developed in that way anymore. My wings are not strong enough to take flight. It's okay.
We're probably unemployable now anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't employ me.
No,
it's all good. I think like that's the I'm doing what I want to do, which is a massive privilege and luck and everything, because a lot of people don't. And as difficult as it is to maintain doing this kind of thing, it's still preferable to all the other employment options that might perform me. So I'm very, very grateful and very, very happy that I get to do this.
Yeah.
And I get to do it because I want to do it, and I've dedicated my life to doing it and have foregone other things to do that. And that's what you have to do, right?
Yeah. You go on your own path, and if you get lucky and you work hard, you can find yourself here in a studio space in Brooklyn and doing something that really, makes you happy. I mean, a lot of people are motivated by money and having certain things.
I mean, it's very important. I mean, it's very easy to get sucked into that. And, I'm not completely free from worrying about money and, I should have done that. And if I'd done that, I'd have earned lots more money. And if I was that person, I think we all have these kind of feelings, but we have to constantly remind ourselves that that is not necessarily the right gauge of happiness and fulfillment and satisfaction. That's just one option.
Yeah.
And it seems to be the prevalent one that we're fed through sort of everything we interact with.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be like that. And not wanting to be a complete sort of lentil eating hippie. But we can say, well, I'm satisfied in different ways. And that's totally good. It's just difficult because we keep all the messages and all the movies and things we watch and read and around us tell us.
Selling the freelance dream, aren't they? And
they're selling us that more stuff makes us more happy.
Oh yeah,
and
that
more
as well.
Status is more happy, and more any of these sort of metrics make us happy.
There's a lot of that in the world at the moment. You are right, and I think it's just with everything that's been going on in the last couple of years. Coupled with that, it's just making everybody feel really miserable, really fed up. Like, oh my God, why am I not doing all these other things that other people are doing? And then Instagram doesn't help sometimes.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it was much better not knowing.
It is. Sometimes I just have to put it down, because otherwise I'm like, oh no, I should have gone to that event. That looked fun. And it's ridiculous because I'm in my early 40s now and should know better, but we're human. We have these feelings, and it's when you work for yourself, you probably come across these kind of anxieties and fears more than anything, because you haven't most of the time got anybody to sound these feelings off with. I mean, I have little mini conferences with my husband in the kitchen at the end of the day, and it usually involves me ranting at him and him calmly sort of telling me where I can improve and how I can calm down.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to avoid all that stuff, but it's important to sort of find a means of resetting and focusing and realizing that these things aren't all that important.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme.
Yeah, that's totally it. And
life.
That is very liberating, isn't it? When you realise actually no one cares what I'm doing because they're all too busy about what they're doing.
I mean, yeah, we're selfish machines going about our things, and we're the most, the universe is centered around us. And I think that's part of the problem, really, isn't it? We're like a helicopter parent to our inner child.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
And we've become terribly spoiled, and we've created these little monsters that expect everything and demand everything. And we're shouting from the touchline, like a crazed soccer mum, and we need to win all the medals. And it's just not, it's
sustainable
not,
or healthy.
So, we need to let our inner child just go a bit feral and do whatever they want and just be happy that they're having fun doing stuff, because life is short and nothing can be saved or banked. I think once you're gone, that's it. So it's all about just living now, isn't it? It's all about these moments. And if our moments are racked with anxiety and anger and frustration at ourselves, that's no way to live.
No.
And what's it going to achieve? So we're all susceptible to it, and there needs to be more done to sort of get away from all that, I think.
Do you ever have moments where you kind of lack confidence and you kind of think, oh God, I'm not anywhere near good as I could be? And I mean, is that something we all suffer from?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely have that all the time. When I draw anything and I'm like, oh, why? Come on, hands. I know especially making the picture books, actually. I was saying to a friend the other day, I'm making a new book, and this would be so much quicker if I could just do all the drawings really good straight away.
Yeah.
But I'm upholding myself to a certain level of quality that I want to achieve, and I'm redrawing the characters. I'm it doesn't quite capture what I want to capture, which is good. You're like a director and you want another take from your actor because you just want it a little better. And I think, God damn, if I was good, I would just capture it in one go. But I can't.
Don't think that's the case for anyone, is it?
I know, but it's ridiculous. So you berate yourself and you're like, oh, this is, and I push the pens away. And why is nothing going right? And it's silly. And then you come back to it a week later and you look through your sketchbook. You're like, that's really good. Oh, I'll just use that one. And you just a bit of distance and a bit of forgivingness on yourself. And you realize things aren't as terrible as you thought. But yeah, so I have all those feelings all the time. And
you see, probably looking back, like anyone, that you're improving, and do you ever look back and think, oh God, I'm so embarrassed by that piece of work?
Yeah, and I also look back and go, wow, that is brilliant. It's not a chance in hell I could make that again.
What was the thing that you saw that was brilliant? And because obviously I think all your work's wonderful.
Oh, well, you're very sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I read I didn't, maybe brilliant's a bit too. I read an email that I sent to my mailing list nearly 10 years ago. And I read it and I was like, wow, this is cracking stuff. Probably not. I wrote a little mini story about moving to New York. And Great. I was like, this is really funny. Look at this. And that's clever. I would never have thought of doing that. Wait a minute, I did do that. And it just felt like I was reading something from someone else. And it was really good. And I'm meant to be doing a mural for a client. And I did a mural for them 10 years ago. And they're like, we want you to do something similar again, like you did 10 years ago, but in this new space.
It kind of doesn't work like that, though.
And I don't think I can do it. And I'm like, and they're like, I'm like, well, I don't plan out my murals, and I understand you want a certain thing, and I'll try and put that in the work. I want you to be happy. I want to fulfill the thing you're paying me to do. but I can't do it the way you want me to do it. And they're like, well, you know, you just do it like you did last time. I'm like, well, I don't know how I did it. I don't think I can do it again. And I'm close to just telling them I can't do it anymore, which is really odd because there is physical evidence of me doing the thing they want me to do again. But for some reason, that must be a massive lack of confidence.
Well, I don't know. It's probably like feeling overwhelmed by the challenge of having to replicate something that you've since not moved on from, but developed. And
yeah, I mean, I just work in a different way, and I really hate having to go back and do the same trick again. I mean, that's not really what I'm about, and I hate. Like, I think in my own work, I'm always trying to go somewhere else. I think I've never been one to find the winning formula and then just stick with it. And I know that's probably not a great idea. It's much better to come up with a thing and just stick with it. But and then people slowly over time know you as the guy that does the thing, or the girl that does the thing, the person that does the thing. But I don't know. There's something in me that sort of just I'm never satisfied doing that, and I just think everything has to be of a step for the next thing. And you sometimes come back on the path you've gone on, but you're kind of meandering around, discovering different things and working in different mediums and exploring different materials and whatnot. So I find it really difficult to just keep doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I can see Bergsy is in one of those.
He is. He is little Bergsy.
He looks very happy.
He is happy.
Are those his friends?
I think so. There's the guy with a fried egg on his head. But you can see, like, that piece is drawn with some Posca pens, and I've coloured in the things and the flat gradients and stuff. And then, like, the piece next to it is drawn with, like, spray paint and, like, different sort of paint markers, and it's very different. And then I know they're all of the same universe, but then you have these, like, drippy paintings where the paint's all bled into each other, and they're much, some abstract sort of scribbles, and don't really have characters at all, and blobs with eyeballs.
I love the blobs with eyeballs. I also just spotted the paper banana taped to the wall with the little eyes.
Maurizio Catalan.
Absolutely
style.
Wonderful.
So like all different things. Why stick with just making it in one way? Well, I'll tell you why, because that's a good way to build your brand. But
it is, yeah.
And then there's some cork. You see these cork cutouts?
Yes, they're beautiful.
So that's where I was just thinking about, I'll make work just with line and have no colour and no paper or anything. The line will just exist as a physical entity of its own. And I did a whole bunch of them, some more above your head there.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can just they're just lines. Like, at the end of Yellow Submarine when they have the black hole.
Yes.
I somehow that kind of inspired me to make just lines that you could peel off the wall and they become physical and you could move them around. So I don't know, just keep trying to play with stuff. I'm not sure what drives that, and maybe I'm trying to get away from myself in a way or something. But yeah.
It's nice that you keep in touch with the child that's in you, because a lot of people lose it.
He's taken over. That's all there is. It's control. It's like the rat and Ratatouille.
Oh, I've not seen that yet.
Oh, well.
Is it a good film?
Yeah, it's a very good Pixar movie. The rat controls the chef to make, help him do all the cooking.
Oh,
the rat sits on the chef's head and like kind of yanks his hair, and because the chef doesn't know how to cook. And that's what my inner child is doing from within me. I'm like one of those animes where the little kid is controlling the giant robot monster thing,
Love it.
Or if you go to the Statue of Liberty, you're in there. Anyway, there's all these things. I'm not really sure. I'm sort of meandering now. You need to
we need to guide us away from this.
You need to pull this back together.
Yes, we need to come back to the middle. So going back to New York, what's the scene like here creatively compared to the UK? I was going to say back home, but I guess this is home for you now.
Well, this is where I've been living for a decade, but the UK is my home as well. I don't know. I can't compare it because I haven't been hanging around the UK. What do you think while you've been here? I mean, I know you've only been here for a week or so.
Yeah, I mean, I've been here on a press trip and talking to people who live and work here. And who know of London as well. They say New York's more of a kind of village It's easier to get to know people within the creative scene here than it is perhaps in London. And, you know, they were sort of comparing how people are, say, if you do something, it's awesome here. And back in London, it's like fair to middling, you know. It's a bit more, you know,
People
laid
are
back.
more enthusiastic here.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can always believe what they say.
Sure. Because
I've
they're
had
being
so
polite.
many meetings where it's, oh, Jon, this is amazing. Oh, we love it. Awesome. And you're like, this is in the bag. This is going to be a big project. And then, you know, a week later, but we've gone with someone else. But what about all that awesome talk?
Process that you went through to pitch to them.
You told me I was great. But it is actually, you know, it is still nice. Still better to be around positivity and enthusiasm, even if it's not 100% true or genuine, or it doesn't necessarily, you know, I think that is infectious and it is good for us. I mean, it makes you just feel better, and that's nice.
They're quite big on celebrating, you know, mistakes here as well. You know, there's no kind of, I mean, that might be a big generalization on my part, but that's from some of the conversations I've had with people. They say that, you know, if you've kind of failed and then done something else, you know, that's like, wow. I
think America, you know, if you're an actress, you can have a singing career, or if you're this, you can be that. Like, there's a general still feeling that you can do these things. That's okay. And maybe in the UK, you get a bit sneered at. Oh, why, you know, in my tiny, insignificant attempt of trying to be in a band, like over here, no one cared, and it was great. Oh, you do visual art and you make music? Well done. You know, join the club. There's a million people doing that. But I think when I went back home and we did gigs, there was definitely a sense of, well, he shouldn't be doing that. He's does these little doodles. What's he messing around in being in a band for? You know, getting above his stations, doing that. So there's much more of a can-do kind of thing over here, I would say.
Yeah.
Than maybe back home.
What did you play in the band?
A fool. I played the ukulele. Our band was called Anxiety Team, and there was two of us.
That is a great name.
Oh, thank you. And we were a team, and I certainly had a lot of anxiety, and we played songs, and they were fun, and we released a single on Hello 4 Records, and Radio 1 played it, and we played around the country, and we played around Europe, and we've played all over in New York. And our crowning achievement at the very end of our career, we were on a cover CD of German Rolling Stone magazine.
Wow.
And then the band ended. But that's not bad for a hobby band, right?
That is pretty good to have on the CV.
Yeah, I mean, it's good times. It was really great. And in a funny way, writing songs and performing them and stuff totally helped me with talking at conferences and writing in general, which has led me to write picture books, many of which rhyme. So I feel it wasn't like a completely wasted endeavor.
Nothing's ever wasted.
And one, it was good times, and two, I discovered other skills that I could employ in other ways, and that's really great, right? That's what we should do. Learn something and do something that is outside of what you normally would do for fun, and you might discover stuff about yourself and about how you make things, and then you can bring it back into your practice in another way. And I think maybe that's why I play with all these different materials, because I think ultimately I'm going to come back to drawing and making, but I'm so much more informed and have so many more ideas once I've done that with other materials. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm not limited to just drawing on a piece of paper. I could draw and make stuff out of foam.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's a piece of toast. A foam piece of toast with some goggly eyes on.
Or I could write a song, or I could write a book. I could write a book that rhymes. I could write this. I could perform. I could do you do all these things. I could shoot it, make videos, and it's not dissimilar to doing some of those other things. So I don't know, they're all mashed together.
Yeah, I love it. And the more you kind of put yourself out of your comfort zone, the more it builds confidence, the more you discover things about yourself you never even thought.
I mean, that was the best thing of doing foundation in the year between school and university, was that you got to try all these different mediums that weren't available to you as a student at school. So at school for art, you would do drawing and painting.
Yeah.
And maybe that's it, or maybe a little bit of, I don't know, maybe computers were coming in, you could, or printmaking, I don't know, but predominantly drawing and painting. And then you do foundation, there's ceramics and textiles and woodworking, and you go, oh, wait a minute, maybe my calling is one of these things, but I never had access to it before. So, outside of, education, we can still do these things. Maybe you could be a screenwriter, or maybe you could be a performer, if only you'd had the chance to give it a go.
So was there anybody on that course, or anybody from, your kind of education who really spotted something in you and encouraged you, and were you the class clown?
I don't know. Like, I did not fare very well at school for art. I mean, I did okay. And then when it got to A-levels, I was like the worst in the class.
Right.
There were only 3 of us in the class.
Oh,
so I was in the top 3 at the same time for A-level. But it was tough. And my teacher really didn't appreciate anything I made. And then something crazy happened. I went to foundation, and suddenly I was like top of the class, and everyone was very encouraging. And I was having a great time. It was probably perfect for me looking back now, because just like I was saying, I was doing painting on Mondays and ceramics on Tuesdays and textiles on and that totally played to my strengths. And I loved bouncing between all the different disciplines. And it was very weird, because I'd gone from, the worst to someone that was getting all the top marks. But I was still me. It was the same. Nothing else had changed. So that was a bit of an eye-opener. And then I went to university in Nottingham, and I had a tutorial in the first year where my tutor, Chris Sayers, printmaker, I was trying to talk to him about my work and trying to impress him. And he was, shh. You don't need, he's fine, Burgerman. You're going to be very wealthy and have many lovers.
Oh, wow.
He said, that's it. Just keep going. You don't need to worry about it. And that.
And is that
neither of those things have really come.
I was going to ask.
I can't disclose. I can't disclose. I've had my moments.
You need to get out more.
Yeah, I know. Well, and go out and anyway. But yes. But he was saying it's fine. Actually, a tutor on foundation said when they do the interviews to let people onto the course, what they should really do is just weigh their portfolios, and the ones that are really light, when the student hasn't made very much work, inevitably are not very good.
Right.
And the ones that are heavy, because you have this energy to make a lot of stuff, are good.
Right.
And that kind of always stuck with me. That just make a lot. Just try and make stuff, and don't worry about it being good or bad. And we can convince ourselves whether what we make is good or bad. And the work doesn't change. It's just how we look at it changes. And I always think that the artist is the last to know. Now, we are so wrapped up in the making of the work and all the emotion and the ups and downs that have gone into it, that how can we have a sort of clean judgment of it? Because, like a filmmaker that refuses to watch their film, or an actor that doesn't want to look at their performance because they're, I was this that day and I was feeling and there's too much baggage.
Yeah.
You should just concentrate on making the things and let the world decide whether they want it or whether it's good or not. And you just keep going and try and make good stuff, of course. But the important thing is not to grind to a halt and not make anything, because then you're never going to grow. You're never going to make the masterpiece that's within you, so.
Do you think you've made your masterpiece yet?
I am proud of these pieces.
Let's have a look. Oh, they're fabulous.
I'm proud of this work. No, I mean,
Are they tiles? Ceramic tiles?
They are. Someone sent me these. These were sent by that. I was telling you about that mural job.
Oh, yes.
That I don't want to do anymore. These are samples for the wall or the panel it's going to go on. And
beautiful colours.
Yeah, and I thought they took the colour very well. So yeah, it's some sort of Symphony Coatings East Limited supplied these. Shout out to those guys.
Well, who were they again? Because funny enough, somebody got in touch with me on Twitter this morning and said, Katie, I saw that you're in New York. Can you recommend a good digital printer? And I was like, my goodness, I was flattered that you thought I would know. But I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and see Jon Burgerman after this.
Right.
So I'll ask Jon and...
Louise made this as well.
For the purpose of the listeners, he's just put a felt sausage with a little stream of mustard on the front, which is covered in lovely yellow felt and yellow sequins, and 2 goggly eyes and some goofy teeth. It's
comes
marvellous.
with its own buns.
It's got its own buns.
It's a little bum on the back.
It's beautiful. He's just staring at me now. I feel a bit intimidated.
No, it's friendly.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he not like Bergsy?
Bergsy's friendly as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Can I pick him up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Can I release the balloon?
Yeah, please. You can put your you can.
Oh, you can put your hand up his bottom.
I mean, that really cheers him up. There you go.
I feel like.
There you go.
Oh, brilliant!
That's
I feel
sweet.
like I need to sit him on my lap and do some sort of like
I can't say it either.
I'm too tired and jet lagged and hungover. I can imagine he goes. Ruh. He's brilliant. Does he ever represent the voices in your head? Because we all have those voices in our head. They can be good voices, they can be bad voices. Or is he just generally a little nutcase? I'm sorry to keep going on about Bergsy, but he's sat next to me.
He always steals the show. What a little... I think I put the voices from my head in my videos on my Instagram and stuff. If I'm sort of animating or pretending that something is alive, and it's that's kind of the.
Can you give us an impression of maybe something you've done recently?
I can't remember. I did a.
Is it just very off the wing?
Yeah, I can't. I don't really rehearse them, as you can probably tell if you've viewed it. And they are one-shot wonders. But yeah, oh hello, how are you?
There you go.
That's one of the little voices.
Brilliant. And you must see a lot of things that inspire you when you're out and about in New York and Brooklyn. Things that make you chuckle. There's a real character to the people here, isn't there? A real spirit. They're
very much so.
Quite quirky in a wonderful, wonderful way.
The New Yorkers are funny people. They're kind of, there's such a great variety of people that come here and live here. But we're all united by the fact that we've decided to live in this dirty, smoggy, crummy...
busy city.
Yeah, and we've all decided that this is a good idea. So I think there's a lot of love between people because they're all a bit crazy to be here. And that unites us, which I love. And yeah, there's real characters everywhere. There's a high... level of a good quality of freak in New York, and that is great inspiration for someone that wants to draw and create weird characters. And you can also just relax and be yourself as well. You don't have to worry about fitting in. That's very much, that's why you can be the Peter Pan thing. You can be how you want here. You can dress how you want, and it's very open and a liberal mindset and very accepting and tolerant, and that's a really, really great, wonderful thing that you kind of take for granted a little bit living here. And then when you sometimes go other places, it's brought back into sharp reality how the rest of the world kind of is. But yeah, New York is wonderful. It is really wonderful. Yeah, it's my favourite city. And I was really surprised to find how friendly it is. It's ridiculously friendly. And, I just love it here. But has there been ever, an incident lately that kind of really made you laugh out loud? Like on public transport? I mean, you just go on the subway, you see funny things all the time. I'm sure there has been, but... For instance, I was on the tram in Manchester the other day, and this lovely old lady who's a bit deaf sort of shouted across at this other old lady and said, "I really like your bag, love, it's beautiful." And the other woman just went, "Oh, thank you." And she went, "Where's it from?"
And she went, Lakeland, really loudly. And I just snorted with laughter. I couldn't help it. And I think pretty much everybody else was laughing too. And it was just one of those moments. And actually, funny enough, it reminded me of you and your kind of, updates on social media.
On the subway.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of knowing glances between New Yorkers. Someone comes onto the train and they're doing something a bit funny or speaking a bit too loudly or on their phone or something. There's often a lot of eye rolling but no one ever stops that happening, which is good. You would just accept it. But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
Everyone's got busy lives here, so
yeah.
They've seen it all as well. They haven't got time to
That's the
hang
thing.
about.
That's the New York thing. Oh, so New York,
Yeah.
There's a headless pigeon running down the platform. Oh, so New York.
Oh, we shouldn't laugh. So you have a new book coming out.
It comes out today, apparently.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
It's called Everybody Has a Body.
Oh, wow. And tell us more. It sounds like you've pretty summed up the theme there. But
it's a book about how we all have different bodies, and they're all different, and that is good. And we should love and appreciate our bodies for what they are and what they do for us. And in essence, really love ourselves and accept ourselves. Wrapped up in a colourful, goofy, funny picture book.
And how long did that take to put together?
Well, it's the whole process takes about a year.
Right.
It was probably this time last year I was working on the artwork and the writing of it, even though it's hardly any text at all, if you compare it to other books like novels and things. It's or an email. You write a lengthy email to someone that's about the same amount of text as a picture book. But everything is gone over with a lot of attention by the publisher and my editor. And multiple drafts are written and rewritten and tweaked. And then you don't kind of write it and then draw it. You kind of write it and draw it at the same time. And so all these things are sort of hanging in a balance. And sometimes you want to change a word or riff off the image, or you want to tweak the image so you don't need a word. And it's trying to make it as efficient and clear and, so children can read it and parents can read it and enjoy it. And there's a lot of moving parts. And yeah, it takes a while.
Is it a relief when it's all done and you can just relax and sit back on the couch next to Bergsy?
And read it together.
And read it to him.
I think so. But you kind of do it and it gets sent off and then you kind of forget about it. And then you start, I'm working on the next one now.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will come out this time next year. And then I think I've gotten a contract for one more. So, excuse me. So, keeps you busy. Yeah, I don't know. It's not. It's intense for a month or two here and there working on it, and publishing takes forever. They're really slow. So you send it off, and then it takes them a month to get back to you about feedback and things. So it kind of drip feed it over the course of a year. So yeah, it's kind of there. It's one of those projects. It's really great. It's really great to be making them, but I don't think when I deliver the next one, then I'll forget about it for 6 months, and then it will be like, oh, Jon, we need to change the cover, or we've thought about this, or you haven't done the end papers, you've got to do that. And so you kind of touch in with it over the year, and then. So
we're in a new decade, new year.
Yes.
And we are recording this in February, when it's supposed to be freezing cold outside, but not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this might get released later in the...
Yeah. So retrospectively, we'll say this book is now available to buy from
please.
These wonderful merchants.
Yeah.
Yes, we will. We'll include links and all the rest of it.
Thank you.
So what do you do a lot of self-reflection? Do you look back and see where you've sort of gone wrong maybe in the past 12 months, and then where you've gone right? And are you sort of constantly revising how you work?
You mean like as a sort of business thing or something?
Yeah, I suppose. It might be something simple like, well, I've got to try and, I don't know, get up and get dressed today, or...
I'm always trying to get up and out earlier.
Yeah, me too.
It never really quite works.
No,
I don't know.
Not a morning person.
My general thing that I do every year is try not to get embroiled in the projects that you don't really want to do, or you're not sure about, try and only focus on the things you really want to do, and because I'm often try and do as much as possible, but actually that's not such a great thing to do. Like, I want to work as much as possible, but focus it on the things that I really want to make.
It's a difficult thing to get right, isn't it? Because
yeah,
you've got to make a living, but...
That's right. And sometimes things sound like they're going to be great, and then they turn out to not be so good. And to have the courage to say no, or to say, okay, this isn't for me, is difficult. And yeah, as you get older, you get a better sense of saying yes and no to things. It's difficult. You need to earn a living, and you think, wow, I'm so lucky someone's offering me a load of money to do this. I should do it, because there are people that would love to do this job.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it's not really good for you to do it. And so learning to do that, I guess, and focus. That is my biggest problem, is focusing. I should really focus on the things I want to do, and then when I'm in the middle of doing them and they seem hard, that's when I really need to focus and not get distracted and go off and do other projects, because the project I'm doing is proving a little difficult. And that's why the books are kind of good, because you have to...
They force you
to stick with it.
Yeah.
You've got to deliver something to someone and they're waiting.
Someone's relying on you.
But why can't we do that so much for our own projects?
Well, we don't have our own boss, do we? We're the boss. So we have nobody really to breathe down our neck. And I guess that means we can just do whatever we want, which is both good and bad.
Yeah. So that's what I want to do. That's what I say every year. So focus and that thing that you really want to do, make it happen. It's like I can do a certain amount of jobs and projects on a low level, but can I do the bigger ones? Can I scale them up? Can I do the things that maybe take a year or 2 years to plan and organize? Can I do those ones? No. But maybe I should try. Maybe I should try and do those things more.
Do you have to pinch yourself?
To
like just knowing what you're doing and, creating these doodles for a living, creating art?
I think so. I think we all get a bit complacent, because especially when you've been doing it for so long, it becomes normal. But it's good to meet people who are not artists, and you realise how unnormal your life is, and
it's
you're
true.
you're like, oh, this is pretty good. I am reminded by it, and I get a lot of messages and stuff from people that want to do this kind of thing, and that does make you think, oh geez, I'm really lucky to do it. These people would love to do it, and I'm sure they will if they really want to make it happen. But
it's not a walk in the park, though, is it?
It's not for everyone either.
No,
it's tough to do your own thing and go ups and downs, and sometimes be busy and sometimes not, and sometimes not earn a lot of money, and you submit an invoice and you go, wait a minute, this is the first invoice I've submitted since this, for the last few months. Jeez. And you're like, uh-oh, this is not good. There's lots of that kind of thing, especially when you've been doing it for so long, and maybe you're not the new person anymore.
Yeah, and that's always the worry, isn't it? That there's other people coming up from beneath you.
There's loads. There's like teenagers and children who are doing art, and that's amazing and brilliant, and they can share it online, and the barriers to exposing your work to the world are vastly reduced to how they were when we were starting out. So it's very competitive, and that's good because, in theory, competition drives innovation and everything, but it's also a bit tough. There's no relaxing and stopping. I can't turn up and just go through the motions for a week or two at work and kind of push things around the screen or on the paper and then go home again. And because if I do that for a while, then my whole business collapses. So I have to constantly be delivering, and maybe it'd be good to have an office job where you can kind of,
relax a little bit more.
Skirt by a little bit. Someone else will pick up the slack. Or if I'm ill or if I'm traveling a lot, then nothing is kind of turning in my absence. So
these ups and downs that, with anything, any choice we make, there's always going to be something.
Yeah, there's a compromise. There's
on.
no perfect scenario. But then this is how I want it. I don't want a big team of people working for me, and then you end up not doing the work that you want to do because you end up just managing other humans.
Yeah,
and that's difficult.
I've been down that road.
Right. Yeah. So I want to be the one. Ricky Gervais, after he made The Office, he said he got lots of offers to be in things or to make stuff, and he sort of said, well, why would I do that? I want to be the one making the things.
Yeah.
I want to make my own stuff. That's what I've worked really hard to do. Not, it would be easy to just do stuff for other people, but he likes the making, and it's like, well, yeah, that's the same for me, I think. So that's the goal. That's what we have to remember, what the focus is, what the ambition is to get up and be able to make the things you want to make.
And on that wonderful note, we'll probably end it there. And
all right.
I wondered if Bergsy wanted to say anything before we wrap this up. He looks a bit...
He looks pretty zonked, actually.
He does. He looks tired. He looks like he needs to go and have a nap.
I think he's sick of hearing my voice. I think Bergsy will just wave goodbye to your listeners.
Goodbye.
And if you watch his videos, leave him a comment and I'll read them to him.
Oh, yeah, we'll certainly do that.
He'll enjoy that. All right. Well,
Thank you very much for your time.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Creative Boom podcast. Special thanks to Wix, the website builder, for making this episode possible. If you enjoyed my chat with Jon Burgerman, please subscribe or leave us a review. Go to creativeboom.com/podcast to find out more. I'll see you next time when I'll be chatting with Brooklyn-based illustrator Abby Lossing.